Hello, viewers, readers, listeners, whichever name you would prefer. This is Nathan Marchand, author, podcaster, actor, all that fun stuff. So, I've been thinking, and feeling a little bit inspired by some other authors that I've seen who have been using things like YouTube and whatnot to build an audience, or build it further, I should say. I figured, you know what? Oh, bumping the microphone. This is so professional. I should probably do the same. I've got this YouTube channel. I should start using it and start uploading stuff onto it a lot more than I do. And oh man, trying to get some websites brought up for future reference. But yeah, so I am going to be doing a bit of that today. And actually, for the most of the rest of December, you'll be getting some, hopefully, depending on how things shake out, you'll hopefully be getting some fairly daily content from me. Like I said, I've decided I really need to start using this YouTube channel more than I do. So, with something that I'm participating in this year is a little something called Bookvent, Advent Bookshelf, whatever you want to call it. I had a friend who said, "Why don't they just call it Advent Bookshelf?" And I get what she meant by that. But anyway, so I have a tub of books and or book related items that are all numbered for a particular day in December. And I am to open each one of those. They all have, because they have tags with numbers on them. And so basically, I'll be getting another book or book adjacent item every day in December. Well, obviously, this is December 2nd. So I already opened yesterday's before I had this crazy idea to start recording it. So I will show off what day one was, which was this, a Wonder Woman novel. Oh, I should mention that there are clues for each one of them. And for this one, the clue said full of wonder. So I thought it would be something Alice related. That's what I said, Alice in Wonderland, but it was in fact a Wonder Woman novel, Wonder Woman Warbringer by what is this, Lee Bardugo. And actually, one of the things that makes this even more interesting, as you can see here on the sticker, it is a signed copy. So yes, I thumbed through it, and oh wait, there it disappeared. So there is Lee Bardugo's signature right there, right there, which is interesting how apparently this was found at a Goodwill when it was originally at a half price books, which is wild. But for those who don't know, Lee Bardugo is the author of Six of Crows, Crooked Kingdom, and the Shadow and Bone trilogy. And apparently, she is a massive Wonder Woman fan. I know there are other books like this for other DC heroes. I think there's one for, I remember seeing one for Superman at the very least. Wouldn't surprise me if there's also one for Batman. So I'll be curious. It's interesting to see how well superheroes can translate to prose fiction when they are primarily known for visual mediums like comic books. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this one turns out. But, I'm going to be getting a lot of books. As you can tell, I have, especially for a while, I had a very bad habit of buying books when I still have to read the ones that are on my shelf. I still have that habit, unfortunately, just not as bad. All right, so and now that I've laid out the rules, so here's number two. You see, it's got the tag, and here's our clue. It says number one New York Times best-selling author. Okay, that's very broad. So I'm not sure, but then I have to think to myself, okay, these are gifts for me. So I have to think, okay, it's a best-selling author, New York Times best-selling author I like. I mean, or I might like. I don't know. I wish I could be certain, because I will admit, not all of the authors that I like are, making the New York Times bestseller list, and also most of them are dead. It's just how my life works. So, so I don't know. I mean, this doesn't. Could this be? Could this be a Harry Potter book? J.K. Rowling. I know she's, on the New York Times bestseller list. It feels like a hardback, whatever it is. Oh, I'll say Brandon Sanderson just to be safe, just in case. I'm pretty sure he's made it onto that list. So let's see what we have here. Wow. This is not what I thought at all. It's about not necessarily an author I like, but well, I mean, I like him well enough, but it's a subject that I'm a fan of. So here you go. It's Bill O'Reilly, so that's the author. And Martin Dugard. Okay, we won't leave him out. But Killing Lincoln, the shocking assassination that changed America forever. Yeah, I remember hearing about this book for a while back in the day. And, I'm glad, it got, and I heard Bill O'Reilly be interviewed about it and all of that. So, yeah, glad to have it. And I just realized what I should have done is, well, hopefully, I can pick out when I held up the number 2, I can just get that as the thumbnail for this video when I upload it. But there you go. Bookvent days 1 and 2. I'll just have to be a little more careful about, posing for the thumbnail and all that in the future. So, what are you doing for the holidays? Are you doing Bookvent? What have you gotten? Are you doing another kind of Advent calendar and all that? Because that's basically what this is. It's a book related Advent calendar, something or other along those lines. So, tomorrow will be day 3. I have no idea what to expect. Like I said, it's a massive tub of stuff that I have to go through. I'll be curious to see what all I'll be getting. I can already tell you by looking in there that not everything necessarily looks like a book, but I've been told it's at least book adjacent. So we'll see how that goes. So for the first time of the month, Merry Christmas. I will see you tomorrow.